Good morning and welcome back. Today is day 5 of the 14 days of meditation journey. I'm Nancy Waters and welcome to Tranquil Waters Meditation. We're going to continue where we left off yesterday, which was talking about intentions in our meditation practice. Today will be more of a teaching practice, and I will leave you some room in your day, hopefully, to sit for a quiet, maybe 2 to 5 minutes, just watching your breath and asking for your own inner wisdom to come up and share with you what you need to know. But before we get to that point, let's talk a little bit more about what intentions are. There's an enormous power in setting intentions. Learning to let go and opening yourself to the infinite possibilities by following some pretty easy tips for setting intentions. And I'm going to go through those with you now. We live in a world of immediacy. We want an answer to a text right now. And we want that double skim vanilla latte immediately. And we need that street light to change, like yesterday. The practice of meditation helps us to slow down. It allows us to let go of this sense of urgency. It also opens us up to other possibilities without too much interference. When I first learned about meditation, it was during a time when I was very sick. I was fighting for my life, and I was questioning a lot of different things. And I started to question why this was happening and what it was that I needed to learn. I was struggling, and I longed for an answer. I had read about intentions and had even set a couple for myself in years prior. But without a meditation practice, the power of intention is really difficult to fully understand. But yet, when I was immersed in my own sense of urgency, I had an idea in my mind about when I should receive my answer. And I looked at intention setting like many goals I had established in the past. Set a big goal, break it down into small, more manageable chunks, and then tackle them one by one, and then boom, boom, the task is complete. But little did I know that the universe laughs at this sense of micromanagement when it comes to intention setting. I treated goal setting like an extreme sport, and I would congratulate myself not just for achieving, but usually exceeding. But then, when my life took that unexpected turn and cancer was part of my everyday lexicon, not just in language, but in my head, yikes, I knew that I needed to find a way to deal with this, the stress and the worry and the fears, and I needed to figure out a way to find some calm. And I came to meditation. I thought setting an intention to just be calm was like a magic pill, but I was wrong again. Intention has to be about letting go of the outcome and the how and the why and the where. It's just about being open to the possibility and allowing a sense of calm trust to take away the fears and the urgency in the moment, in whatever we're dealing with. Much like those who regularly rely on prayer and then ask and release it into God's hands, intention is a lot like that. Intention meditation is simple, but a very powerful tool, and one that can truly help us change our lives for the better. In today's fast-paced, instant gratification world, meditation can help us slow down, take in what is going on around us, and really learn to appreciate our lives. Meditation is also a tool that can help us change for the better, whether we're looking to de-stress or give up bad habits or just find new perspective. So what exactly is an intention meditation? A meditation intention is like a roadmap of where you want to go with your meditation. It is your outline to what you want your meditation to do, include, and achieve. An intention will help you use your meditation as a way to manifest your goals and bring them to fruition. And it will act as the driving force behind your meditation so that it can actually facilitate the positive change that you want it to. That's pretty powerful stuff. If you are able to focus your mind on a specific intention during your meditation, you are bringing it to the forefront of your heart, your mind, and your spirit, and helping to bring that intention to reality. An intention is not a mantra, and while the terms are sometimes used interchangeably, they are actually quite different. And we will be discussing mantras over the next week or so. An intention is more about how you want to feel during your practice. A mantra, on the other hand, is a sound or a phrase that you repeat in your meditation. It is meant as a focusing tool. An intention is more complex than that. It is more than just a single word or a phrase. So an example of an intention meditation would be phrases that you choose to start to focus a direction in your life. If you've never set an intention for your meditation before, then why not do it today? Chances are, if you've been meditating without an intention before this, and you start adding intentions in, you're going to find your practice is a little bit more focused, and you're probably going to find out you're getting a little bit more out of those minutes that you spend each day in meditation. So a couple of examples of meditation intentions that you can use, or you can tweak these as needed to fit your own life and your goals. And again, these are just simply examples. But you could say, I intend to naturally manifest happiness in my life. I intend to lead by example for others. I intend to let negativity roll off my back. You could say something like, I intend to forgive those who have hurt me. I intend to make time for myself every day. I intend to embrace change. I intend to find balance in my life. I intend to make healthier decisions for myself. I intend to love fully and unconditionally. So these are just examples, and you will note that it is an I phrase using I as the first word because this is about yourself, and it is in the present tense. It's not in the future tense. So it's as though it's already happening. And once you make that intention, you just let it go, and you don't attach yourself to the outcome or the how, the when, the where, the why of how it's actually going to take place. You're putting it out there at the front of your heart and your mind. And ideally, this is something that will help you to remain focused during your day. Some people are really good at setting intentions long ahead of time, and some people use these in their everyday life. And I know people who have intentions for every circumstance, and that's amazing. But sometimes we don't know what that intention is. We don't really know what it is that we really need to be doing. We just know how we feel in the moment. And in that moment, you might be feeling stressed out or confused or angry or sad or just dealing with a lot of the issues that we are facing now during this pandemic. Perhaps feelings of depression or loneliness or a sense of loss of control. And this is where not only the meditation practice, but setting an intention for how you wish to feel will help you direct that practice and your day in a little bit more of a positive way, especially when there are things we just cannot control. And I have to say that sometimes sitting comfortably, taking a deep breath, and allowing the intention to come to you is great. It's amazing when you sit quietly what comes up. And when you are focusing on the breath, even though you're not engaging with your thoughts, it's really amazing what will come up in that time. And so sometimes your intention or even an idea of where you need to go will come up. So when you choose an intention, just choose one, and if you can, even write it out on a piece of paper and let that plant the seed for the meditation ahead of you and maybe even for your day. So that's a little bit of, an overview of setting intentions. Um, I think one thing that I just like to leave you with today is we're guilty, all of us, of trying to control every aspect of our lives. And setting intentions is really an extremely powerful tool, but the process must be respected for it to work. So, again, let go of the outcome. And just a few little tips for you. Number one, if possible, write your intentions down with a pen and paper. There's something very powerful in the physical act of writing it out. I I text myself messages all the time or reminders, but it's true when you put it to pen and paper, it sticks with you a lot more and it tends to have a little bit more meaning. Number two, state your intentions in the positive. For example, instead of saying, I don't want any more parking tickets, maybe try rephrasing it and say, I will always find ample free parking whenever I need it, if that happens to be your intention for your meditation practice. But hopefully that's not what it is. But if it is, try to phrase it in the positive and in the present moment. Read over any intentions that you've written down. And if you tend to write down a lot of them, just know what they are and maybe focus on just one or two max for a meditation session. You can always repeat your intentions to yourself throughout the day if you wish. But for meditation, I strongly recommend not having, 5 to 10 or 100 intentions sitting in front of you. That's really hard for your brain to process because the idea here is to relax. It's not to overwhelm yourself. Number 4, just surrender the intentions to the universe. The concept of letting go is not an easy thing to do, and it's necessary, however, when setting intentions. Because you know what, guess what? We're not really that much as in control as we think we are. So embrace that and kind of feel the freedom of not having to control everything in your life. That's one of the other gifts of meditation that I have found is that I've learned to really let a lot of stuff go because we just can't control everything and it will eat us alive. And finally, be open to infinite possibilities. We don't know enough to see the grander picture, and we never know when that answer is going to come to us. But this is the fascinating thing about the process of meditation and observing yourself. It's staying open to possibilities that keeps our life exciting, fun, and even worth laughing about at times. So for today, I suggest and invite you to take between 2 to 5 minutes to just sit comfortably and quietly with your eyes closed. Take the first minute or two to just focus your breath. And then after that, just ask your inner wisdom, what is it that I need to know? And if you already have an idea of what your intention should be, write it down with a pen and paper. Keep it next to you while you meditate. And then just let it go. Let go of the process of figuring out how it's going to happen and just simply trust that it will. And so that's it for today. Once again, thank you for joining me. This has been the 5th day of a 14-day meditation journey. And I will check in with you later this week. Tomorrow there will be a written post for you, and I will see you on day 7. Enjoy your day and stay well. Thank you.